All right. Well, a problem that I usually don't have, and that is that I'm running a little late today. I slept in a little bit too much, and I have a feeling that I'm not going to hear the end of it because me and Justin were supposed to be plowing right now, and I have to see if he's out there. I'm hoping that he's not. I'm hoping that he had something come up and he's a little late as well. All right. Well, I guess we better get out there because he is about half done with the first field, which is never good. Justin's going up and going to grab the cedar, a couple towns north actually of here. And it feels a lot like the UMRV where we just have to go to different towns to grab things. Oh, yep, Hank is there. I'm going to turn this on and get this all started before I go say hey to him. Make sure we get everything good. But yeah, it's feeling a lot like deja vu, where we have to go to a couple different towns just to find different things that would normally be here. So at least we're familiar with that. Anyway.
Well, there he is. It's about time. You're late, Erd.
I know. I am, Hank. I am. I slept in, man. I just got to be honest. I did not want to get up today, and I was thinking, why not have Justin get out there and do most of the work.
You're bad, Herd. You're bad. But yeah, I did want to talk to you real quick when I had you here. Thinking about wrapping things up down there at the shop. You know, these Agmax guys, they got these farmers on these exclusive contracts, and, well, I can't really compete with that. And, to be honest, I'm not really getting any younger. I think it's about time for me to wrap it up anyway. Go look at some other opportunities, maybe do something like that.
Yeah, Hank, I gotta be honest. Justin told me about this, and this isn't really coming out of left field for me. So I have had some time to think about this, and I had some time to look into, the business overall, I guess. And we would like to have you on part-time if you do. I know Justin said that you were looking at possibly coming in here part-time and helping us out. And, well, to be honest with you, Hank, I don't really know what we'd do without you. I mean, me and Justin jokingly call you the doctor because if it's broke, you'll fix it and it'll be running. I mean, that's the only reason Justin's out there in that field right now.
Well, thanks, Herd. You know, I have been giving it some thought, and yeah, I would like to come down here and help you part-time, and it's not just mechanic work, and I can help there, but hopefully we won't have too much mechanic work in the first place, but, I can help with errands and things like that. I really just want to see you boys succeed. I love Riverbend Springs, and, well, I don't know what's happened to it lately. These Agmax guys have gotten all these local farmers' minds twisted up, and it's hard to watch. It'll be even harder if Agmax succeeds.
Well, Hank, you've always got a home here, and you can always stop by here. And yeah, name your hours. It doesn't really matter to me. I know that you're good for being on time and being reliable and things like that. So I really am not going to hold you to an hourly schedule or anything like that. But yeah, we'd love to have you. We would love to have you. Like I said, me and Justin, we need you, man.
Well, I appreciate that, Herd. I really do. You should probably get back out there to Justin, though, before he does that whole field. You know you ain't gonna hear the end of it.
No, I know, and I know I'm late, and believe me, that's why I started the tractor first before coming in and talking to you. But yeah, we'll talk a little bit later about specifics, but yeah, that's fine with me, Hank. I think that would be a great thing for you to come down here and hang out and just help us with the farm, whatever you want. But you're right. I think I do got to get out there. I'd love to just sit here and talk to you. I mean, that's a whole lot better, I think.
Get out of here, Herg. You're not gonna blame me for not doing any work.
Well, I can try. All right. Well, I'm gonna get back out there, but thanks, Hank. I really appreciate everything.
Have a good one, Herd.
All right, so let's get out and help Justin, who is even further, obviously, because we just took a time to talk to Hank. But I'm going to count that because that was farm business. And that conversation needed to happen. And man, I feel bad for Hank because he's been here over 30 years and he's been helping the people in Riverbend Springs, and specifically he's been helping the farmers of Riverbend Springs. And I tried, I really did. I tried to get all these farmers to join the co-op. They didn't want to join the co-op. Instead, they joined Agmax, and it all seems good right now, but when they're going to need a repair, they're going to realize that Agmax is the only one that can repair. When they're going to need to buy a part, they're going to realize that they have to go through the Agmax catalog to buy a part. It's no different than owning a franchise. Like if I were to own McDonald's, I can't just make the sign purple, I have to make it yellow. It's what happens when you get into bigger companies. They have all the control. And yeah, this is not all mine. I don't have complete control over the co-op, but I'd like to think that all of us are able to come to an agreement or a conclusion on something, and it's for the better of all of us instead of just a couple of corporate giants. So I don't know, but I am glad that Hank is going to stick around. I do feel sorry for him, but I'm really gonna be honest, just really happy that he's willing to stick around the co-op, because I wasn't lying to him. He is the doctor. He is the one who gets these things rolling, and we are not Agmax. We don't have the deep pockets of Agmax, so we're not going to be able to buy the new flashy equipment. Now, I've got this tractor, but believe me, it set me back, and I'm not going to be able to buy much else because I bought this tractor, which is unfortunate. But oh well, I got this tractor to work, so that is what I am going to do. I'm just going to put on a time lapse quick. We're going to get this thing done, and we're going to probably hear Justin cry and complain because look, I was late one time, okay? He's usually off driving around getting things, so it'll be good for him to work. He hasn't, he's going to see this video and be angry, but it will be good for him to do some work. All right, let us do some work, or we can't really complain about him. All right, well, down but not out. I got one field done already. He's still on that field. Now, this field is a little smaller, I'll give him that, but he is still over there on that field. He's still got... What? Why did he do that? He literally just left a line down the entire middle of... Okay. Justin doing Justin things. That's all I can really say. But look, we're going to also plow this up here. We are going to put crop into the ground, so we did want to get all the grass off of here. I'm really happy that we've got the silage, I got to be honest with you, because we're going to make a lot of money from that, and we do need a lot of money. And it's not for me, it's honestly just to make sure that everybody is happy and that everybody is thinking that it's still a good idea to do this co-op, because we've suffered a lot of setbacks and we've gotten a lot of hurdles. We've cleared them all, but it is very hard to go against a big corporation, and especially when you're not even trying to beat them into the ground, where it's like, we're not trying to get them to go out of business. We're just trying to survive in one town. And they are in multiple towns, as you know. They have taken over the UMRV, which is my old hometown, so we're trying not to have it happen to this one. It seems like Agmax just continues to follow us around. It seems like we're not able to farm without Agmax. And to be frank, in this town, most of the farmers, contractually anyway, they're not allowed to farm without Agmax. So at least we've got our freedom. It's going to take a little bit of time, but we're still here. And yeah, I just want to make some money so that everybody's happy and that everybody feels like this is still a worthwhile thing, and that they didn't, They didn't make a mistake. All right, so finishing up over here in the second field that we've got done, and I can't believe Justin left that line out. I don't know why he left the line in the middle outside of just to tell me that I was late today and to drive me absolutely nuts, because he knows that that drives me nuts, and I think that's probably what that was. But Justin's going to go up, like I said, a couple towns up north, and we are going to grab a cedar today. So what we're going to do is grab the cedar, and we are going to try and put all of the seeds in the ground. Right now it's 12 o'clock. If Justin comes back, we'll get back by about 1:30 or 2. We're going to be pushing it. Okay, that is said. We are going to be pushing it, but I think that he can get back here. I think that we can probably do this because we've got today, tomorrow, maybe the next day, and then we are past that calendar. I mean, the clock does not stop here in farming, and we're finding that out the hard way. Are you kidding me? I just missed. We're finding that out the hard way. So, and especially starting late, against all odds, pretty much. But we'll get it done. I'm not complaining. I'm just trying to tell you that this is a huge undertaking here. So, Justin left already. This line he left for me, apparently. So I guess we will go over there and do that. Can't believe that. But yeah, let me fold this up. The town would not love it because this is not my road right here that we're crossing. That is a town road. Thought it was going to be a county road, but it's not. It's actually the town road. But that is not our field's road. That is just a small road. So we can't obviously plow it all up, or I would have merged these fields the first chance that I got. Either way, we've got this done, and Justin's going to get up there. We're going to come back, and hopefully after lunch we'll be able to get all of this seeded. The only question is how much are we going to get seeded, because I know he'll get back in time, and I know we have some daylight here, so I gotta think that, as long as we start by 2, we should be able to get a pretty good jump on this. But anyway, that is it. I finished that up for Justin because he is a pain, and we are headed down to the co-op now. I'm just going to put everything away. What I do need to do when Justin's away is to pack all of that silage in that bin. I never got to it the other day, and I definitely need to do that. It is going to take forever, because the only thing that I have to pack all of that is what I'm driving right now. So I'm gonna have to drive over this a couple hundred times, and to be honest with you, I'm a little nervous about it because I've never taken a tractor up at that angle, and I really do not want to flip. That would not be a good day in the life of Herd. But it doesn't also mean that we can skip that job, because we obviously have to do that job. We have to get paid from that job is what we really need to do. So in order to do that, we have to get a blanket silo on it. And before we can do that, we have got to drive over it a couple hundred times. Let me just put this back. All right. And yeah, this is Hank's domain in here. I don't really care at all about any of this. I care more about out here, because I know what Hank knows what he's doing, should I say, and I certainly don't. So I'm just going to let him do his thing. If he wants to put this over here, he can put this over here, that kind of thing. But either way, yeah, we've got to get over there, and oh, man. I can't believe we started this late, but at the same time, I think we've gotten a lot done in a short amount of time. So again, we get this cedar and we are going to be all good to go. We'll have everything planted and everything definitely on time. We won't have to worry about a weather forecast. We won't have to worry about, putting it up to the last minute, which is why I hate waiting till the last minute. Not that we had an option this year, but all right. Let me get a drink real quick, and then we are going to get into the tractor and go do all that. All right, so now to something I'm a little anxious about, something I really don't want to do, and that is drive over here. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. I am an open book with you guys, and right now I'm a little intimidated by this, oh boy, by this pile. I'm driving a tractor up here. It's a little uneasy. It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, but okay, all right. This is not going to be a fun time. I gotta be honest with you. It's not going to be a fun time. I mean, you honestly might hear me complain this entire time, but I don't like that angle right there. I don't like the feeling of like I'm gonna fall backwards. This is uneven. It's like driving on sand. I've had better days, let's just say that. This is far from the forklift at Peterson's where I got fired from originally. This is not a warehouse. This is a nightmare. Let's just be honest. All right, you know what? I'm going to put this down because I'm going to stop complaining. Okay. All right. I'm going to put this down and stop complaining because this is not fun. All right. So we're doing a little better here. It flattened out quite a bit, as you can see here, and we're just about done. I've got a little bit more. Oh, hold on. Hey, Justin, what's going on?
Yeah, heard. A little bit of bad news about the cedar.
All right. What is it?
Well, we had the cedar reserved for 12 o'clock, so I would pick it up at 12 o'clock, and then I could get it back down there, like we said, about 1:30, 2 o'clock, something like that.
Right.
Right, so the people who had it before, who are supposed to bring it back at 11, they haven't brought it back yet, and I'm not really sure if they're going to.
Well, what do you mean? We can't get the cedar that we rented because somebody else is delinquent? I mean, what do we got to do? Do we have to go grab it from them? I mean, we need this done.
That's not the worst of it, Heard. The people who had it before us was Agmax. And they don't really care how late fees work. They don't care about any of that. I'm not really sure if we're going to get it today.
This can't be happening. What can we do? What is our options here? I mean, they can't just keep the cedar.
Well, for now, Heard, it seems like they can and are. And I'm not really sure what to do. I'm going to talk to these guys, but I just wanted to let you know first.
It's like everything that we do is uphill because of these guys.
That's how they work, Heard. That's how they worked. I guess now it's just time to see if we can find a cedar before it's all too late.